This is part 3, the final part. So we're in Revelation chapter 13. We've already discussed where the Most High was during this unfortunate, violent episode that happened in Texas yesterday and killed 19 innocent children and a teacher. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. So, as we have said, what Malcolm X said, it got him in trouble. And it got him in trouble because it was true. He said, when asked about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, the chickens come home to roost. There it is again. Oh, Lord. Oh, it come back. It came back. The nation of the United States was founded on violence. Okay. Let me show you again from Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13, beginning at verse 11. Revelation 13, beginning at verse 11. Revelation 13 from verse 11. From verse 11, I'm going to read verse 11 and 12 to start us off. Revelation 13, verse 11 and 12. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Now, it said that this second beast, which is the United States, that looks like a lamb, in other words, represents white Jesus, but is really a dragon. It exercised all the power of the first beast before it. Now, let's look at the first beast. Revelation chapter 13. Revelation 13. Let's read from verse 4 down to verse 7. Revelation 13, 4 to 7. Notice what it says. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? In other words, nobody is. Just like the lamb-like beast. Wait a minute. Let's continue. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yah, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given unto him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all, verse 8, that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So the first beast made war with the saints. That's us. The first beast blasphemed Yah, with man-made religion. That's Christianity and all the so-called 3 Abrahamic religions. Nobody could make war with the first beast. And it said the second beast exercises all the power of the first beast before him. The second beast makes war with the saints. That's us. The second beast, nobody can make war with. The second beast, all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. That's the United States. And both of these, it says, he that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Now, what we are now seeing in the slaughter of these innocent children are signs of the end of this. You see, brothers and sisters, there's some sort of agenda that's going to make itself manifest very shortly by the dragon. Yah is also, as you see the slaughter of these innocent children, who may they rest in peace and rise in power, and may their parents be comforted at the loss as the children in Bethlehem were lost and their parents would not receive comfort because their children were not. May these parents receive comfort. But you're seeing now the last movement where the violence is being used as it always been used for the purpose of getting what the dragon wants to accomplish accomplished. Notice again, Revelation chapter 13. Let's go from verse 13 down to verse 15. And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast. That's the false prophet of Protestant Christianity, combined with the government of the United States. That they should make an image to the beast which had a wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image should be killed. Again, violence. The nation was built on white supremacy and violence. Many people noticed the young man that walked into that grocery store a week ago and killed all them brothers and sisters that was just there to go shopping, older people mostly. He's still alive. Nobody killed him. Everybody noticed that when Dylan Roof walked into that church in South Carolina and killed all of those parishioners, he was taken to McDonald's. He was fed. They wanted to make sure he was okay. Because the nation was founded on violence and white supremacy. It is the founding fabric. It is the timber. It is the cement that built this country. And it's going to continue to be perpetrated in this country. But the day is going to come, and this is where Ezekiel chapter 39 comes, and we're coming to that real close, brethren, and praise the Most High for it. Ezekiel chapter 39 shows when the Messiah comes to deliver his people who are not part of wickedness and violence, who are not part of exploitation. When he comes to deliver his people in Ezekiel chapter 39, I want you to notice what he tells to Asatan's people, Gog and Magog, who are used to overcoming, taking over, exploiting by violence. Let's take a look at Ezekiel 39 from verse 1 down to verse 3. Notice what he says here. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say, thus saith the Most High Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog. Again, we said this last week. The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee, and will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. Why would they come to the mountains of Israel? Because we know that same tree that Adam was given is the same tree that's going to be again back on the mountains of Israel in the New Jerusalem. Same tree of life. No more tree of knowledge of good and evil, but the same tree of life is going to be there. Okay. Verse 3. But notice what Yah says to them in verse 3. And I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thy arrows to fall out of thy right hand. In other words, your violence and your weapons will not help you. The day is coming when your violence and your weapons will not help you. This is according to the Bible. I ain't make that up. That's in the word of the Most High. The day is soon coming when the violence people perpetrate will come back on them. It's already started. We're already seeing signs of it. We've been seeing signs of it for decades now. It's going to get worse. And again, this is why at the end of the day, I admonish all under the sound of my voice to come to the Father, Yahweh. Don't join a religion. This is not a religion. This is you and the Creator. His name is Yah, short for Yahweh. Come to him. Go in the name of his son, Messiah, who is not white Jesus. There is no white Jesus. The Bible calls the man that is Messiah Jesus Christ. But his real name is Yahushua, a Mashiach. Go to him. No church can help you. No religion can help you. Angels are not part of a religion. They're servants sent from the Creator to protect his people. Go to your Creator. He's the only one that can protect you and protect your children. There is no law that they're going to create to keep you safe. Once the government takes guns away from everybody in order to stop the violence, then you're really going to see martial law. And you're really going to see serious violence. It's all a power play, brethren. It's a power play. It's prophesied. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. It's a power play. Okay? It's a power grab. As all the violence that we've seen upon the earth has been, it's all been about greed and power. And the powerful and greedy, brothers and sisters, it's like sugar. It's like sugar. Once you start eating sweet things, you can never get enough. Right? Once you start eating sweet things, you can never get enough. You can eat a whole bunch of sweet stuff and you can be full, but then you'll want more. That's like power and greed. They can never get enough. There's a short-term high and they'll want more. That's why billionaires are never satisfied with the billions that they have. Nobody ever has enough. And when they start thinking they have enough, that's when they get taken out. Brothers and sisters, we're almost at the end. And we praise the Most High that we won't soon see more violence like this forever. That we're in the last few years. And the day is soon coming when the Most High Yah is going to put an end. That you'll never see no more crying, no more death, no more yelling, no more tears, no more little babies being slaughtered by crazy people in a violent nation. It's coming to an end. And may Yah bring it quickly. We know what it says at the end in the book of Revelation, Revelation chapter 22. Revelation chapter 22. Revelation 22, verse 20 and 21, which is really the epilogue of the Bible itself, but it's particularly the book of Revelation. Revelation 22, verses 20 and 21. He which testifieth these things says, surely I come quickly. Amen. Even so come, Master Yahushua. The grace of the Master Yahushua, Messiah, be with you all. Amen. Brethren, I pray that you will be protected by Yah and his angels, and that when Job's story comes to you and me, Father will keep us. Even though we have to go through severe trials, he'll keep us through the fire. May the Most High bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Shalom.